The secondary credit number, or SCN, is a 9-digit number that looks exactly like a social, feels like a social, and it has the same exact algorithm as a social, okay? But you need to be sure the place that you obtain this number from does a safe scanning on the number. They check the number to be sure this number has never been issued in the past. There are so many scammers in this market. You need to be sure that place does a safe scanning, 47-point inspection with LexisNexis to make sure that number was never issued in the past, okay? But with this number, if issued from a legit source, you can get apartment rentals, you can get credit cards, you can get personal loans, phones, utilities, anything like that. And of course, there are red flags that you cannot use this number for those things, okay? There is a list. We can send that to you for free. Just put red flag and just put free in the comment section, and we're gonna send that to you. Follow this page for more information about secondary credit numbers, how to gain privacy for your personal credit, and how to get business funding under the name of your business. $50,000 to $250,000 in funding, dog. God bless you. Talk to you soon. Contact us. Is it illegal to use a secondary credit number or SCN? It totally depends on two things: where you obtain it from and how you want to use it. You need to get it from a legit source that does a 47-point inspection on all their numbers to be sure the number has never been issued in the past. If the number is issued in the past, you are stealing somebody else's information, and that's 100% illegal. So you need to get it from a legit source, and you need to be sure they run a 47-point inspection on all their numbers, okay? And now, once you get the number, you need to be sure you use your first name, last name, date of birth. You need to use your own driver license. Make sure to not make any documents at any point, and make sure to know it's not a social security card, and make sure to know you cannot use it for anything that has to do with government. There is a list of the stuff that you cannot do with a secondary credit number, and you need to be aware of those, okay? If you need that list, if you want that PDF, type free in the comment section. We're gonna send it to you, okay? And follow this page for more information. God bless you. Talk to you soon. What's the process of building a credit profile for your secondary credit number? Of course, first thing first, you need to obtain the number from a legit source. So go to our website, get your number. Once you have it, you're ready to tri-merge it, which means creating the profiles with 3 major credit bureaus. And the way it works, you apply for a credit card, you get denied. The lender, the place you applied with, they want to report the denial to credit bureaus. Credit bureaus, they will see there is nowhere to put this information. So that's why they create a new profile under that name, those information, and that's called tri-merging, okay? And you need to make sure to use a new address, new phone number, new email, because the way it works, when they see when you apply, they look at your first name, last name, date of birth. If those information is a match between 2 or more profiles, they look at the address, phone number, email. If those information is a match, they will say it's the same person. They will merge the profiles. If those information is not a match, is different, they will create a new profile for that set of information. So that's why you need to be sure to use the SCN information for SCN and SSN information for SSN. Does it make sense? And then once you're done with that step, now you're ready to do the main step, which is adding public records to your profile to solidify the profile. The more, the better. Minimum 15. Once you do that, then wait like 10 to 12 days for the information to be scanned. Then you can get into the credit monitoring, and then you get the first secured credit card. Once you're approved for that, 30 days after that, you will have to score on your number. But make sure to have that foundation set. Make sure to apply, get approved, and then add any other trade lines as far as authorized user trade lines or any aged trade lines, okay? Add those after you have a foundation set up. Before that, no, okay? And basically, you're gonna have a score about 680 in the beginning. Once you make a payment on it, it goes over 700. Once you add the trade lines that I was talking about, the age trade lines specifically, it's gonna go over 740, okay? And go to our website. Go to our website if you have any questions. Contact us. We are gonna call. We will be more than happy. Go to our website, check out the packages, and contact us if you have any questions. God bless you. Does my secondary credit number come with a score on it? Is there a score on my SCN? No, there is no such a thing as a pre-made SCN or secondary credit number. That requires the seller to have had your information 30 days in advance, at least 2 weeks in advance, because they had to tri-merge the information first, add public records to that number second, to have a score on it. And if the person who sells you the information didn't know you back then, how did they tri-merge the information? So they are either lying to you or they are giving you somebody else's information. And in both the scenarios, I would tell you to stay away from them. How soon can I use my secondary credit number or SCN for renting a new apartment? Great question. It takes 2 to 3 days to send you the package. Same day, you can tri-merge it and add public records to it. Then it takes 10 to 12 days for the information to be scanned. Then you are able to log in to credit monitoring and get the first secured credit card. And 2 to 3 days after that, you can rent regular apartments. 80% of apartments are regular apartments. Now, if you are renting a luxury apartment or a high-rise or a house that is owned by a person, by an individual, they want to see a credit score. So it takes 30 days after applying for that card. So for regular apartments, 17 to 20 days. For luxury apartments, high rises or houses, 40 to 45 days, because that's how long it takes for the credit score to show up. Follow us, follow this page for more information, and put in comment section and put your questions in the comment section. What information should I use for my secondary credit number or SCN for it to be successful, for it to work? You need to be sure the information is completely separate than your information under Social Security, and you need to be sure the address is at least 10 miles away from any of the addresses that's on your Social Security, because there are different types of your address under your Social Security credit profile. Also, you need to be sure it's not a PO box and it's not a payment box. It doesn't have PMB, P as Peter, M as Mary, B as a boy. Okay, if that's the case, it's not gonna work. As far as the phone number, make sure it's not a voice IP phone number, like a Google phone, like a Text Now number, any of these app phone numbers. They're not gonna work. Okay, and as far as the email, make sure the email was never used in the past. Same thing for the phone number and the address. Okay, contact us if you have any questions. Follow this page for more information. 1974 Privacy Act gives you the privacy you need, but you still need to use your first name, last name, date of birth. You need to use your own driver license or ID or passport card, and never forge any documents. That's 100% illegal. Never use any other people's information on your SCN or secondary credit number. That's 100% identity theft. I'm sure a lot of you seen people getting arrested at dealerships or in dentist offices when they were using a SCN or secondary credit number. But it was not directly because of using that number. It was because of using fake information. It was because of using fake documents along with that number. Using that number on its own, it's not illegal if you use your first name, last name, date of birth, and you have intentions of paying back and you got it from a legit source that safe scans their number. As long as you follow these steps, you are safe. It's not illegal. But if you used fake information, if you got it from a source that doesn't do a safe scan on their numbers, that doesn't safe scan their numbers, they don't run a 47-point inspection on their numbers, that makes it illegal. Do you make documents for people? No, that's 100% illegal, and I suggest you don't do that either. Use your own information, use your own driver license. You don't need to make any documents, okay? Don't get in trouble, man. Don't do that. That's 100% illegal to make any documents, okay? And you don't need to make any documents for this process to work. You don't. all you got to do is do more public records. Okay, the reason they ask you for documents in the first place is because you didn't do enough public records. Do secondary credit numbers or SCNs still work in 2024? They definitely work, but you need to do more public records, okay? And you need to be sure the address is at least 10 miles away from any of the addresses that's on your social security report, and you need to be sure the phone number is not a voice IP. They look more closely, but they still definitely work.